The United States military began major combat operations in Iran.
There are lots of unanswered questions about the American and Israeli war on Iran. We don't really know how long it's going to last, or indeed exactly what the objective is.
Our objective is to defend the American people by eliminating imminent threats from the Iranian regime.
The emphasis that he's always given, and indeed Pete Hegseth, the defense secretary, have given, is very much on doing more to destroy the Iranian nuclear program, which of course was very heavily struck in June last year. I mean, there's a slight contradiction there in that Trump said it had been obliterated then.
Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated.
Now, what comes after is another big question. You know, obviously, if that is the only goal, or that is the main goal, and America doesn't want to get sucked into a longer war, then there is the possibility the regime itself might stay in place. It's already trying to select a new leadership. You could end up with a position where the regime itself is much weakened, much further back on the road to getting a nuclear weapon, but one that is still hostile and indeed might decide to accelerate trying to get a nuclear weapon. There are various other options, of course. One is regime collapse and replacement with that sort of new democracy. There are a couple of players who you could mention. Reza Pahlavi, who is the son of the last Shah. There is another well-known opposition group called the Mujahideen-e-Khalq. Other than that, of course, there is the danger of a collapse into total chaos where no strong replacement emerges. Iran is torn between different factions, perhaps violently. There are sort of violent groups operating in Iran. There are separatist movements. One last possibility is kind of the Venezuela option. I think this is what President Trump would in some ways quite like, which is to simply leave the regime in place, but find a new leader of it, like Delcy Rodriguez, the vice president of Venezuela, who took over after Nicolas Maduro was taken away by the Americans, who, kept the regime in place, but said, we'll adjust our posture and our business deals towards America. Most of the experts would say that's a bit more of a fantasy in Iran's case. The regime really is founded on its anti-Americanism, anti-Israel, so it'd be hard to see them forming a credible new government that could shift the regime in that direction. There aren't any clear and good and clean options at the moment, but we'll wait and see what emerges.